Good morning, class 9. We are going to continue with The Merchant of Venice, Act 2, Scene 2. Now, in this scene, we will be introduced to Lancelot Gobbo and Gobbo. So, this is practically, a comic scene. Elizabethans, they were very famous they were very fond of comic characters on stage, all right, and they liked to be amused by witty remarks, droll speeches, and sometimes just simple nonsense. So Shakespeare, he catered for public taste by introducing comic characters who were known as clowns or fools, okay. Now they were just introduced, these characters, they were just introduced to entertain the audience, all right. And this is what is known as cheap comedy or low comedy, okay. So readers, here you are advised not to pay much attention to each and every words uttered by Lancelot Gobbo, all right, because most of the time he is just using these terms to make the audience laugh. So it was basically for the Elizabethan audiences who loved to amuse themselves with these witty remarks and funny speeches on the stage. Now we are going to start with this scene, scene 2. It begins in Venice. Again we move on to Venice. Previously we were in Belmont. Now here the entire scene, it takes place in a street before Shylock's house, and we have Lancelot entering the scene, scratching his head. So now you have to prepare your mind. You have to think like here Lancelot Gobbo, he is just here to amuse the audience, to make the audience laugh. Now let's see what he has to say here. Act 2, Scene 2, it takes place in Venice, a street before Shylock's house. Enter Lancelot, he is scratching his head. Lancelot says, "Certainly my conscience will serve me to run from this Jew my master." So now here there's an argument going on in the mind of Lancelot. Now here Lancelot is actually a servant of Shylock, all right. He's a servant of Shylock and he works in his house, all right. But he is not very fond of his master. He does not like Shylock so much. So now here there's a kind of an argument going on in the mind of Lancelot, all right. He wants to, like his conscience tells him to stay in the house of Shylock, whereas the devil inside him tells him to run away from the house. So the entire speech is basically a conversation which takes place inside Lancelot Gobbo between the conscience and the devil inside him, the good and the bad inside him. So let us see whom does he listen to, whether he is listening to the conscience or whether he will be listening to the devil inside him. So Lancelot, he is telling, "Certainly my conscience will serve me to run from this Jew my master, okay. The friend is at mine elbow and tempts me, saying to me, Gobbo, Lancelot Gobbo, good Lancelot, or good Gobbo, or good Lancelot Gobbo, use your legs, take the start and run away." So the devil inside him is advising Lancelot to run away from the place because he's very tired of his master. He doesn't want to serve under him. Whereas his conscience is telling him, don't run away. You will be committing a mistake by running away from your master. You should not do that. That is wrong. Again, no, take heed, my conscience says. What does his conscience say? No, take heed, take care, honest Lancelot. Take heed, honest Gobbo, or as aforesaid, honest Lancelot Gobbo, do not run. So again his conscience says, don't run away from your master's house. Scorn running with thy heed. So his conscience is telling him, drop the idea of running away from your head. Well, the most courageous friend bids me pack, whereas his the devil inside him is telling him to pack his bag and leave his master. Vaya says, vaya means let, the road is here, go, okay. Vaya says the faint, away says the faint. So the devil inside him is telling, run away, go away from your master's house. For the heavens rouse up a brave mind, says the faint, and run, okay. Well, my conscience hanging about the neck of my head, hanging about the neck of my head means holding me back, says very wisely to me, my honest friend Launcelot, being an honest man's son, or rather an honest woman's son, okay. Well, my conscience says, Launcelot, budge not. So budge not means move not. So his conscience is constantly telling him that you are the son of an honest father, you are the son of an honest mother, you come from a very honest family. So drop the idea of running away and stay with your master. Don't cheat on him. Okay, now budge not says my conscience, conscience say I, you counsel well. So he's talking to the conscience and he's telling conscience, you are providing me a very good advice, you are telling me not to go away. Conscience say I, you counsel well. Faint say I, you counseling well too. So he's telling conscience, you are also giving me a good advice. Faint, the devil inside me, you are also providing me a good advice. Okay, so to be ruled by my conscience, I should stay with the Jew, my master. So if he follows the conscience, if he follows the conscience, if he listens to the conscience, it means he has to stay with his master, which he doesn't want to do. Okay, so God bless the mark. God bless the mark means, if I may say so, okay, is a kind of devil. Who is a kind of devil? So he's telling, God forbid whether I should say this or not, but then I cannot stop myself from saying that my master himself is a devil. And to run away from the Jew, I should be ruled by the faint. So, and if he runs away from the Jew, if he runs away from the Jew's house, that is Shylock's house, it means that he is listening to the devil inside him. Who's saving your reverence? Again, who's saving your reverence means same as God bless the mark, okay, is the devil himself. Certainly, the Jew is the very devil incarnate. Incarnate means devil in human flesh. So, a devil in the form of a human. So, he's telling the Jew himself is a devil. And in my conscience is but a kind of heart conscience to offer, to counsel, means to advise me to stay with the Jew. So, he's telling, and in my case, my conscience is a very, a hard, a tough kind of a conscience, because my conscience is telling me, he is providing me an advice which is very, very tough for me to follow, because my conscience is telling me that stay with your master. The faint gives the more friendly counsel. So he says, it is my enemy who is it is my devil inside me who is providing me a better advice. I will run faint. So, which means he listens to the devil inside him. He feels that the devil is providing him with a better counsel. Okay. My heels are at your commandment. So my legs are at your service. I will listen to what you are telling me. I will run. So Launcelot, he makes a decision of running away from the house of Shylock. He runs and falls into the arms of his father, old Gobbo, who comes along the street with a basket. So we see that Launcelot, he takes the decision of running away from the house of Shylock. And as he is running away on the stage, we see Launcelot is running away from the house of Shylock. And as he is running away, he meets his father, that is old Gobbo, who was coming towards this direction only with a basket in his hand. Gobbo gaps, okay. Master young man, you, I pray you, which is the way to Master Jews? So, which is the way to Master Jews? It does not mention the name, which means that Shylock was very famous in that area, alright? Everybody knew him as if somebody says a Master Jew, then everybody knew that it is Shylock. So, he doesn't mention the name. Gobbo says, can you just tell me the way to Master Jew's house? Now, Lancelot, he goes aside, he goes to one corner of the stage and he says, "Oh heavens, this is my true begotten father." True begotten means one who has given me birth, okay? So Lancelot, he goes to one side of the stage and he says, now starts the comedy, right? So, he goes to one corner of the stage and he says, "This is my father who has given me birth, who being more than sand blind," he is more than sand blind means half blind, okay, high gravel blind, almost totally blind, knows me not. So we see that Gobbo is actually, his eyesight is not proper, he cannot see properly. So Lancelot, he plans that he is going to play some trick with his father. Okay, I will try confusions with him. Confusions means I'm going to experiment with him. I'm going to play a trick with him. Now let us see what trick does he play with his father. Gobbo says, now Gobbo, he is blind. He cannot recognize his son. He doesn't know that the man who is standing in front of him is Lancelot, who is his own son. Gobbo says, "Master young gentleman, I pray you, which is the way to Master Jews?" So he wants to know the way to Shylock's house. Lancelot says, "Turn up on your right hand at the next turning." So he gives the address. "But at the next turning of all, on your left, marry," means by marry, oath. He's taking an oath. "At the very next turning, turn off no hand." Turn off no hand means turn to neither directions, but turn down indirectly. Indirectly means here he misuses the word. Actually, he means to say directly. Mistakes for directly. Okay, so but turn down indirectly, he means to say directly to Jew's house. So he provides address. He says go straight, go to the left, don't take this side, and then go directly to the Jew's house. At this, Gobbo says, "By God, Santi saints, it will be hard to hit." It will be hard to hit means it will be very difficult to find. "Can you tell me whether one Lancelot that dwells with him," dwells, that lives with him, dwell with him or no? So we understand that Gobbo doesn't recognize Lancelot. So he's asking, it's very difficult to find out Shylock's house. So, but can you tell me that one boy, he used to live with the Jew? So can you tell me about him? Whether he still lives with Shylock or not, still lives with Jew or not. Now, Lancelot says, "Talk you of young Master Lancelot?" Again, he goes to one corner of the stage so that Gobbo doesn't hear. "Mark me now. Now will I raise the waters." Now will I raise the waters means now I will play a trick on him. I will bring tears to his eyes. And then he says loudly, "Talk you of young Master Lancelot?" Old Gobbo says, "No, Master Sir, but a poor man's son." So he says, he's not a master actually. He is actually the son of a very poor man. His father, though I say it, is an honest, exceedingly poor man, and God be thanked, well to live. So Gobbo says, no, he is not actually master. Okay, Lancelot calls himself master. Are you talking about Master Lancelot? So he says, no, he is not master. He is just a simple poor man's son. And God be thanked, well to live. Well to live, he is in his good health. At this, Lancelot says, well, let his father be what a will. So let his father be what he will be. We talk of young Master Lancelot. So he is just dragging on and on. He is just trying to fool his father. Alright, he wants his father not to recognize him. He wants his father to shed his tears. He wants his father to cry because he is just dragging on and he is trying to, dragging on, and he is just trying to raise tears on the eyes of his father. Alright, so, well, let his father be what a will. We will talk of young Master Launcelot. Gobbo says, your worship's friend, and Launcelot, sir. So, old Gobbo says, your worship's friend means, yes sir, your friend, I want to talk about him, and just Launcelot and not Master Launcelot. So, we stop here. We are going to continue in the next class.